Alright guys, welcome back. We have another question from the chapter 5 of Mechanics of Materials by Peter and Johnston, and we need to draw the shear and bending moment diagram for the beam and loading show and determine the maximum absolute value, A for the shear and in the B part of the bending moment. So as we talked about, first step here, we have to find the reactions that we have at our fixed support. We know here we're gonna have one vertical component and one moment. Since there is no horizontal force in here, our AX is going to be 0. That's why I didn't show it in here. And yeah, we're going to do our equilibrium equations. Sum of all forces in x equals 0, which is going to give us the ax is equal to 0. And I didn't show it. We have sum of all forces in y equals 0, where we have a minus 3 minus 2 minus 5 minus 2 equals 0, which means our a in here would be 12 kilonewtons. And for finding the moment at a, we just have to find the moment about a counterclockwise positive, our sign convention. And yeah, we're gonna have the moment of one thing I missed in here. Actually, this force is upward, so that's gonna change our equation a bit. So we have a -3, -2 plus 5. So this is plus because it's upward, -2. So that's gonna be 2 kilonewton, not 12, and it's gonna be upward. All right, so the rest is good. We're gonna start with the moment of each of them. First one is clockwise, -3 times the distance is 0.3. Second one, again, negative because it's clockwise, 2 times 0.3 plus 0.3, which is 0.6. The 5 kilonewtons counterclockwise, so positive, 5 times 0.3 times 3, so 0.9. And the last one is also clockwise, 2 times 0.9 plus 0.4, which is 1.3. That's going to be equal, we missed the moment about A, so plus M is equal to 0. And let's see what we get for M. So here we have -0.9, -1.2, plus 4.5, -2.6. And it's going to be -0.2. It's going to go on the other side, so it will be positive 0.2 kilonewton meter. This K has to be small. And yeah, we didn't get any negative sign. That shows that our moment is counterclockwise, so our assumption was correct. So now that we have the unknowns, we're going to move on with for free body diagram from each time, from each points that we have. So moving from A to C. So let's just draw everything. I'll show the equations here. A to C, that's going to be our free body diagram. We have our V, which is the shear force and the bending moment. These are the sign convention, the positive sign convention for shear force and the bending moment. And we found that our A in here is 2, and the moment also is 0.2 kilonewton meter, and this is 2 newtons. All right, so we do the sum of all forces in y again equals 0. This is going to be a positive y. So we have 2 negative v's equal to 0. V is 2 kilonewton. And if we just do the moment about this point, we can call it j. What we're going to get is, we know this distance is x. The moment of 2 kilonewtons clockwise, so -2 times x and plus 0.2 plus m is equal to 0, which means our m is 2x negative 0.2. All right, so that's our shear force and bending moment from A to C. One quick way to double check this equation is that differentiation of m with respect to x. X has to give you guys the shear force, which we can say is going to give us 2, so everything's good. Let's show the diagrams maybe here. So that's going to be the shear force, and we're going to have the bending moment. This is X. So we did from A to C, which we moved on X direction 0.3. So I'm just gonna 0.3 meter in this point. So the value we got for the shear force is the constant value of 2. So I'm gonna just show it as a straight line, 2 kilonewtons, and our moment is going to be the slope is positive, and it's gonna start, if we put our x0, we're gonna get -2. So gonna start from here, and if we get to the 0.3, we're gonna go above the x-axis. So 2 times 0.3 is 0.6, minus 0.2 is gonna be 0.4. So we're gonna get somewhere in here. All right, that was the A to C. Let's move on from C to D. So this time we're gonna have one extra force. We have, again, same reactions at A. We have 2.2 moment, and we can see that we have the force 3. So this is kind of like our cut. So 0.3, the force was 3 kilonewton, and same thing, our shear force and the bending moment. So sum of all forces in y equals 0. We have 2, -3, negative v is equal to 0, which means our v is 1. Sorry, our v will be -1 kilonewtons. And we're gonna do our moment again. We're gonna call this point J, counterclockwise positive. We have, this is our x. I get -2x plus 0.2. We have the moment of the 3 kilonewton. This distance we know is 0.3, so it's also positive because it's counterclockwise moment. So plus 3 times x minus 0.3. And we're gonna have m equals 0. So we have m is equal to 2x negative 0.2 negative 3x plus 0.9, which is gonna give us negative x plus 0.7. So again, if we do our differentiation, we're gonna get -1, which is what we have for shear force. So going to -1 from 0.3 to 0.6. So a little bit smaller, -1, and we're gonna start here, and if we put 0.3, we're gonna get, sorry, 0.6, we're gonna get a little bit above the x-axis. So this is actually 0.1. And yeah, that's that. Let's move on from D to E. V moment. So yeah, that's pretty much all the forces. Again, sum of all forces in y equals 0, 2, -3, -2, negative v is equal to 0, which means our v is, we cancel these out, -3. And if we just do the moment about J, let's call this point J, we have -2x, we have 0.2, we have plus 3 times x minus 0.3, so basically this distance, and plus 2x minus 0.6 plus m equals 0. So our m here would be, if we just bring everything on the other side, the sign will change. So 2x negative 0.2. I'm just going to multiply these. Negative 3x negative plus 0.9 negative 2x plus 1.2. And yeah, that's it. So these two will be canceled out. We're going to get negative 3x. And we have 1.2 plus 1.7, which is 1.9. That's going to be our moment. Quick check here. Differentiation of this equation is going to give us negative 3, which is correct. So for b, we're going to have negative 3 from 0.3 to 0.9. So negative 3, maybe somewhere in here. Can just shade in here these values, and what we got for the moment is, if we just put the end of the beam at that point, which is the point E, we have 0.9. So we have negative 3 times 0.9 plus 1.9, 2.7. So this is going to be negative 0.8. So we're going to get somewhere here, negative 0.8, which is going to be something like this. Again, the slope is negative because we have negative 3x. So far, that's what we have for the moment. And our last point is from E to B. So we basically have the whole beam, our V, our M, 2 in here, 0.2. And we have to show all the forces, 3, 2, and this force, we can show it like that, which was the 5, and we are right before that 2 kilonewton on the other end. So same idea, sum of all forces in y equals 0, 2, negative 3, negative 2, plus 5, negative v is equal to 0. Our v will be 2 kilonewtons, and just have to do the moment about j equals 0, which everything is the same from the previous part. We just have to, so this will be our x. So we have the moment of each of them same as before, and for the last one we just have to put this moment, we can see it's clockwise, so negative 5 times x minus 0.9. And if we do that, we're going to get the moment negative plus 2x negative 2.6. One alternative, we talked about this in the previous video. For the last section, you can either go with the so basically we are doing this section in this part, so you can consider the right side or the left side. It's easier to go with the right side because we don't need to go over the whatever we have in the left side. You just have to watch for the sign convention. This is going to be our V, and moment is going to be clockwise. So just keep an eye on this, and when you're considering this little distance for this part, you basically you define your x from left to right. This is going to be the length minus x, and the length is basically 0.9 plus 0.4, which is 1.3 minus x, so you can call it 1.3 minus x, or go with the left side, whatever works best for you. Going with the right side is actually a bit easier, just watch for the sign convention. And yeah, that's the last part of this question. So we're gonna go for V 2 kilonewton. So we're gonna go back up again where we were. It's gonna be 2. And for the moment, so the slope is gonna get positive because we have positive, and if we just put in here 1.3, which is the length, is 2.6 minus 2.6, so we're gonna end up in 0. And yeah, basically in this part, last part, we're gonna get back to 0, and this is gonna be so. One thing that we need to figure out in here, the question is asking us for the maximum value of the if we get back to the question, it's asking us to find the maximum of the shear and maximum of the bending moment. And obviously we're looking for the absolute value. So the negative sign doesn't matter in here. So we can see the maximum value of the shearing stress is 3. So maximum value of this is 3 kilonewtons. And for the moment, we have 0.4, which reaches on the positive side, and negative 0.8 again, because we're looking for the absolute value. This is going to be 0.8 kilonewtons a meter. And yeah, I hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.